Hello kids, welcome back to my channel Learn Science with Yasir Azam. Today I will be continuing the chapter Conservation for class 8. Till now 4 videos I have already uploaded in which I have discussed about deforestation, red data book. You know the term I am using I have discussed because we people are not getting one-to-one interaction, and as I have asked you, if you are confused, ask me in comment section, but I think everybody is very much clear with their concept or everything is out of the head. Keep learning, keep asking the question if you are having any query. Okay, so now today we will study about the protection ways, how we will protect and the nature. Till now we have discussed about loss of biodiversity, how it is caused, what are the causes, what is the role of deforestation. But today we will see what we are doing, in what way we are conserving. There are two basic methods by which we conserve the wildlife. Number one is in situ conservation, next is ex situ conservation. In situ means होता है inside नहीं, inside, at the site where the organism or the plant is present. Okay, means when we are conserving any plant or any animal at the place where they are actually present, we call it as in situ conservation. And if we are bringing them to somewhere in human care and we are going to protect them, such cases we call it as ex situ conservation. We have went to various places to see this ex situ conservation like zoological parks and botanical gardens. You can go to Lucknow to see both at nearby Hazratganj Botanical Garden as well as zoological park. Now we will study about who the people are who are thinking about the conservation. There are many people like NGOs, communities, governments, and many other people are there who are concerned about the nature, or nature activists they are. They are contributing in conservation of nature, especially forest. Why we need to conserve the forest first? Because it is the cause of diversity. Not only plants are there at forest, it is providing shelter to various sorts of animals. You can see the movie Mowgli. You will see various animals are there at jungle, and if they are living there, it means the plants are providing them shelter and food to survive, as well as various economic activities are done via help of forest, like we are doing, taking timber, wood, gum, honey, and etc. Now some other organizations are concerned, like IUCN, I have told you earlier, International Union of Conservation of Nature. Then WWF, it is Worldwide Fund for Nature. Then UNEP, it is United Nations Environmental Program. Okay, and UNESCO is one of the most important association which works to protect the forest. Ultimately बेटा forest की contribution में आप क्यों पढ़ सकते हो, आपको ये chapter क्यों पढ़ाया जा रहा है? You people are too young. It is because you can contribute a lot. Like you people are writing on the copies or notebook, or you are using the books, that all are made up of papers. 17 fully grown up papers are used to make 1 ton of the paper. Grown up plants used to make 1 ton of paper. You cannot grow a fully plant in your life. Like some plants you can grow who are having life cycle of 15 to 16 years, means they complete their life cycle. But there are certain plants who live for so longer, they take a lot of time to grow properly. So it is up to you that do not waste the paper. Sometimes we scramble, sometimes we play the game, sometimes we make the fair pages as rough. So we should avoid these things, because we can do by this way we can conserve our nature. This is your contribution. That's why it is told to you people to study. As well as you can conserve your nature by planting many trees. You must have seen we used to celebrate plantation, and on a special occasion we used to plant trees. This could be done without any occasion also. It depends on your willingness, it depends on your sense of belongingness. Okay बच्चा, so अब यूनेस्को की जब हम बात करते हैं, यूनेस्को इज बेसिकली यूनाइटेड नेशन एजुकेशनल, साइंटिफिक and cultural organization which basically helps nature conserve a lot. Like one of the part of UNESCO is UNESCO ने एक man and biosphere reserve की form किया है, जिसके अंदर क्या कर रहे हैं, they are preserving various biodiversities. And in India, which program it is, there are 3 programs running under it, 2 of which I know, Nilgiri and Gulf of Mannar. It is not in your book, but you need to know it. In senior classes, when you will reach 11 and 12, in class 12 you will get a vast description of this chapter, but right now, for now, you need to understand very little and very easy things. Okay, when we talk about man and biosphere reserve, beta, it is said by UNESCO that in each of 193 biodiversity on the earth, there must be one biosphere. At least one biosphere must be present there. Okay, now Nilgiri was set up man biosphere was set up in 1971. अब इसके अलावा हम ये बात करते हैं कि क्या क्या ऐसी चीज़ें हैं कंजर्वेशन में जहाँ पे ये सेटलिंग कर रहे हैं. तो बेसिकली तीन चीज़ें हैं विच यू विल हर्ड नाउ ऑल्सो एंड रेस्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ. नेशनल पार्क्स, वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी एंड बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व. विल बी स्टार्टिंग विद बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व. सबसे बड़ा रीजन होता है बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व. आप इसको देख के समझ सकते हैं, मैंने एक रफली डायग्राम बनाया है. बच्चा एक और बात, यू नीड टू हियर मी मोर देन watching the board because I don't have any ink material to write. I am using some Ujala, so I can write something because due to lockdown I am unable to go outside, but whatever resources I am having, I am trying to do as much as possible. So it's your responsibility to learn as much as possible. ओके, सो बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व एक सबसे बड़ा एरिया होता है जिसके अंदर नेशनल पार्क और क्या बोलते हैं वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज आ सकती हैं. तो अगर नेशनल पार्क की बात करें तो ये सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एरिया होता है. इसमें कोई भी ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी अलाउड नहीं होती है. नो ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी लाइक सेटलमेंट ऑफ ह्यूमन इज नॉट अलाउड इन नेशनल पार्क. ओके, और अगर इंडिया की बात की जाए तो इंडिया के लैंड कवर में 1.2% ऑफ इट इज पार्ट ऑफ नेशनल पार्क. नाउ कमिंग टू वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज. वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज अगर हम ओवरऑल एरिया की बात करें तो पूरे इंडिया के जो लैंड एरिया उसमें 3.28 का कंट्रीब्यूशन करता है हमारा वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज. ऐसा समझे कि अगर हम वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज को अपग्रेड करेंगे, ठीक है, तो बन जाएगा, सॉरी डिग्रेड करेंगे तो बन जाएगा नेशनल. ये अपग्रेड लेवल में लगा हुआ है. नेशनल पार्क से बड़ा वाइल्ड लाइफ, उससे बड़े बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व. वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज में क्या होता है, देयर आर सम एक्टिविटीज अलाउड लाइक ट्राइबल पीपल को कि वहाँ से वुड कैरी कर लें, कुछ मटेरियल ले लें वुड से कुछ बनाने के लिए, तो ये चीज़ें उनको अलाउ होती है. फिर हम बात करते हैं बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व की, जो सबसे बड़ा एरिया होता है विच इज फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट. मेन सेंट्रल पार्ट विच इज कॉल्ड कोर, मिडिल पार्ट विच इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज बफर जोन or buffer part, and the last one it is tourist part you can say, or transition part of the biosphere reserve. अलग अलग चीज़ों में अलग अलग रीजन्स में अलग अलग रिस्ट्रिक्शंस होते हैं. अगर हम बात करते हैं कोर रीजन की, इट इज ओनली फॉर रिसर्च, no human activity is allowed. Whenever you go to a biosphere reserve, you cannot go to core park. लेकिन जब आप बफर पार्क की बात करते हैं, बफर पार्ट की बात करते हैं, तो here some human activities are allowed, like livelihood के लिए जो ट्राइबल पीपल वहाँ पे रह रहे हैं, they can perform certain activities, जिनके houses है they can live there. लेकिन कोई human activities ज़्यादा interruptive activities allowed नहीं होती. फिर हम बात करते हैं जो हमारा आउटर जोन होता है या हमारा ट्रांजिशन जोन होता है बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व का, इसी को हम टूरिस्ट जोन कहते हैं. यहीं पे टूरिस्ट वगैरह जाते हैं, थोड़ी बहुत ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज अलाउड होती हैं, बल्कि कंपैरिजन टू नेशनल वाइल्ड लाइफ एंड कोर बफर इसमें काफ़ी सारी एक्टिविटीज अलाउड होती हैं. नॉर्मल जिनके हाउसेज है दे आल्सो लिव देयर. दिस वाज बेसिक अबाउट द कंजर्वेशन. Okay, how we are conserving. When we talk about India, conservation in India, there is a very small topic, conservation in India, and some movements are there which I'll let you know in last video. Till then, stay safe, stay at your home. Best of luck.